Hey everyone, this is Joel.
And Noah from the Wholesale podcast.
This podcast is a conversation of our journey to financial health.
We think working till 65 just ain't it, and just like you, we're trying to make sure that never happens.
And if you're interested in letting us know what you're trying to do to achieve financial health and want to join us in our journeys, join the discussion on our Facebook at the Wealth is Health podcast.
Let's tap in.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Wealth is Health podcast. Today we are joined with our special guest, Jason. I'm not gonna say your last name because there's no reason for it, bro. I want these dudes to come find you, bro. So,
yeah.
Jason.
What do you mean? They got us. They gotta follow him on IG.
You gotta follow my IG too. No,
Follow
we'll put those in the description.
Page too.
We'll link those. In fact, I gotta keep a running list of the amount of stuff we have to actually link. Hello?
Dang, we lost Joel already. Yeah, we're gonna get you like 5 more followers minimum,
even,
bro. Minimum,
like,
bro.
That's
Crazy.
maximum. That's actually max. That's crazy.
About
If you can get us, you probably will get us like a good 2 or 3. So that's what we're really looking for.
Yeah, facts.
But today we're gonna be talking all about house hacking.
Wait, so are you gonna promo our podcast on your page when the link drops?
You will see.
You kind of have to,
Bro,
or
just
it's
on
not
your
gonna
story
release.
at least. Yeah, on your story at least. It only lasts 24 hours.
We'll see.
What is
Oh
this
my
head,
God,
bro?
bro.
I'm gonna hang this call up right now.
Listen,
What do you
I don't
mean
know
head?
but the thing is, I don't want everyone knowing the moves I'm making.
Bro, all right, so
Move silently.
Because Noah was telling me the same thing today, bro. Like, maybe I shouldn't talk about my business on the podcast. I was like, yo, if you don't, if you don't stop, bro.
I'm
That's
just
what this is
saying,
for.
bro.
I can't tell. If
I don't want
Jason's
people to
serious.
get in
He
my
must be
bag though.
joking.
No, I'm playing.
Jason must be joking.
No, I just
Jason's actually
don't
being
want people
serious.
knowing my
Obviously.
business like that. Because then they
Really?
start, yeah, no, I don't.
Bro, then why are you on the podcast then?
Oh
Why
my
are you-
God.
why would you be on a podcast?
Why did Joel
Like,
always take it like to the next level
bro,
like that?
because that's fact. Like, why would
Dude,
you?
why
be
are
on
you
a
even
podcast?
here, bro?
Then why would you
No,
want to
it's-
be on a podcast?
It's actual facts. And it was like, I don't know. I was
Alright, yo, I'm
hesitant
about to
about
hang
it
this
all
call.
week. I was like, dang, am I about to
All
do
right.
this? About to tell people my business?
All right, fine. Just because you have such a good story that I think that we should hear, I think, I won't hang up this call right now. All right?
Bro, it's like you're just
Keep
talking
it
to
rolling.
us. It's just a
Yeah, it's like
conversation.
you're just talking to us. It's just conversation, bro.
Yeah.
About why we didn't want to retire at 65. All right, but yeah, that was a crazy intro. I'm going to let Jason introduce himself a little bit. But today's conversation, before we start, will be about house hacking. Both Noah and Jason are currently in the process of hacking their housing expenses. So we're going to be talking about real experiences rather than just the idea. These people are getting into it. And they're going to let you know everything they're going through.
Yo,
Yes,
what's
sir.
up?
So, Jason, you want to introduce yourself, Jay?
Yeah. What's good?
He was
man?
doing it, and then you just interrupted
know.
this man, but that's
I
fine.
know.
My fault, bro.
Cut me off. So my name is Jay. I'm a 25-year-old self-taught YouTube University software engineer. I got my first house hack January 28th. I bought it
Of
in
2021.
2021. I bought it in East Providence. It's a triplex, which is 3-story unit. Been doing all the work myself, with the help of my boy Noah.
Gang.
We out here. Yeah. Anything else you want to know? Ask.
All right, awesome. So, like I said, we're going to go into the topic
wait,
of house hacking. But
wait.
before that,
Yeah. Before that, first of all, that wasn't even the
see
full
how you want me to
introduction.
wait? Okay, yeah.
No, I'm being actually serious. Because
Okay.
I'm like, yo, this is the guy that I was talking about at the beginning that I said grew up like right behind me, and I said he was already like into like entrepreneurial ventures and stuff like that. So if he wants to speak on that,
Oh,
and
you
then,
wanted
like,
me to tell you how I got started?
Yeah,
Hold on,
let's
but-
talk
but
about Thailand. Let's talk about Cambodia real quick.
Oh,
Let's
you
talk
want the
about
full
all that
background.
Amazon.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So I started being as an entrepreneur when I was 14 years old. I was always big into cars, so I was like, yo, let me buy a whip. So I was on Craigslist and I was looking for a car. I had some money from working with my dad. So I bought my first car at 14. It was a $200 1998 Volkswagen GTI. I bought it. I flipped it maybe 2 weeks later for $600. So I had a $400 bag. And from there, I just kept flipping and flipping and flipping cars. I probably flipped over 200 cars until I was maybe like 20 years old. And that's when I really was like, nah, this ain't for me anymore. During that time,
You said you got your money and got out the game.
yeah,
That lifestyle wasn't for you.
yeah,
I feel
dealing
that.
with
That's
these,
real.
it just became more of a hassle than anything. Between like moving around and whatnot. Trying
Wait,
to
can
find
you-
places to store cars and not.
How much do you think you made from like 14 to 20?
From 14
Like a
to
rough
20.
A quick meal. All right, man. Something light.
Imagine.
I mean, I always tried to make at least $200 a flip. I think the most that I ever made by far was like $1,100 on one car. But I would say average, I probably made somewhere around $400.
Okay.
I was not the smartest with that money, in the sense that that's really what I did. That's all I did. Like I worked in the summer, and then for the winter and whatnot, I would just flip cars. One other thing that I did that I think is the coolest is I started off with that Razor flip phone, and in high school I just kept flipping phones until I got to an iPhone, and that was just like the coolest thing ever because the value of cars versus cell phones is so different. So for me to trade up all the way to an iPhone, I still don't know how I did it. I don't know how I did it.
How many trades were in between that from the Razor phone to the iPhone?
More than 10, less than 20.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. How do you
Definitely.
find someone that wants to give up like their better phone for your worse phone? Especially like for
That's
someone
what I'm
that-
saying. I don't understand how I
It
did
doesn't
it.
make any sense.
But
You see the dude who
Craigslist
flipped
was
the-
king, bro.
Oh, Craigslist. Yeah.
Well, you probably
see it?
weren't like literally trading phones, right? You were probably
No.
selling
No,
a
no, no,
phone
no.
and then buying a new one, right?
No, I was trading.
Oh, you were
phones.
literally trading phones?
Yes. I think
So
a
type
couple
of-
in between I would sell, and when I mean a couple, I probably mean like two. But I was really trading phones with people. I go out to some parking lot, and
What?
yeah, it was always the parking lot across the street with IHOP, Noah. I would
Yeah.
always go over there. We'd basically be like, all right, let's shut our services off. We'd call whatever we had to do, and then we'd trade phones, and we'd be right there, and we'd activate the phones with each other. It was
That's
wild.
some craziness right there.
My mans did all this trading and never got into trading stocks or forex or anything.
Facts.
And then Noah brought up
Unfortunately,
the
that
fact
happened.
that I flipped all this stuff, but I never got into the stock market.
Oh, never got into the stock market. That's
Trading
actually
stocks,
where you crashed.
trading forex, trading options,
Yeah, it was just never my thing
futures.
Why do you think it was never your thing?
because I like physical products.
That's
Yeah.
interesting
like-
because aren't you doing computer science?
I don't like the way that you presented that question though.
But it doesn't have anything to do with like my business fundamentals.
I know.
Maybe that's why he doesn't like it though.
Hey,
that's
Yeah.
That's very possible.
That's fact. But weren't you looking for a promotion though too?
Let's not talk about
I
my
change of
job.
field.
Let's not talk
change-
Wait, so do you think that we should add your job? when
Yeah, I think we
post?
should add your job, bro.
But like, by the way, he hates this.
The question I have then is why did you go from like I'm guessing you went from flipping cars, whatever, you're 20. At what point? Actually, just tell me what happened after you stopped flipping cars.
I got a job as an assistant service manager at Volkswagen, and
Did not know that.
yeah, I was working like 70, 80 hours a week, and it was just dumb draining. Not only that, but I did mention it before quickly that it just became a hassle, like storing cars, because of like where I was living. So
What do you mean storing cars? I don't know too much about like.
no, just so like I obviously had my personal vehicle, and then like having another car, like there wasn't any room for it. I would have to park it on the
Oh, okay.
street, and
Bro, you should have put it in the N-Ho parking lot.
I wasn't living over there at the time. Though.
Oh.
Yeah, if I was
Dang.
living over there, that would have been a different story. But it is what it is because I did a lot of my like storing of the vehicles at my dad's house, and it just got to be too much of an issue. Like, he didn't want all these cars there. He didn't want my shit there, which is totally understandable. I get it. So
when'd you call it quits then? Like, when'd you call it quits and kind of
Completely
get
Well,
into
he got his
quits?
iPhone, bro.
I completely called it quits at 22. Completely. I haven't flipped a car since. Oh, wait, no.
Okay.
Yeah, 22.
But then when did you get into, like, what you're doing now? Like, when did you kind of, like, say, like, all right, this is what I want to do. Like, I want to go on this path.
What are you asking?
I don't want to kind of allude to it yet.
Oh,
but
Amazon?
Not even Amazon, but, like,
Okay.
I want, like, when were you, like, all right,
I want to be financially healthy.
I want to be financially healthy. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, when were you like, okay, there's a better option than working 70 hours at this Volkswagen dealership? Like, when were you like, there's a better choice?
When I was 14. That's why I didn't get a job like that. Because I knew that I didn't want to work for anyone else but myself. But at some
Okay.
point, I realized that I wasn't well enough educated when it came to buying a house. So I thought that my only option was I got to get a W-2 job for 2 years. And that's it.
Wait.
So
Okay.
that's really the only reason that I got that job. And I ended up getting laid off because I tore my ACL.
Dang,
And-
that's why you got laid off?
Yeah, they laid me off because I was out on surgery, which
Uh.
was like illegal. But
I feel like that's low key illegal too, but all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slide.
yeah,
That resonates differently with me because I just ruptured my ACL and probably need surgery, but I'm gonna have to
You
go in to check
definitely
it out
need
on
surgery.
June 2nd.
Dang, yo, I guess you
Yeah.
can't get a job now. You
you
gotta
I
be
guess I can't get a
entrepreneur,
job, bro. So it's a good thing I'm already
You gotta do rental
I'm already trying
arbitrage.
to get away from that.
You got no other choice, yo.
Pay for my hospital bills, man. Like I will be broke if I can't. But yeah, so after you tore your ACL, because I remember you telling me about that. Basically, I'm trying to ask, like, when did you get into Amazon? When did you get into computer science? When did you get into,
So
what you're trying to do today? House hacking,
well, so
flipping?
let me give a little background on what I do with Amazon. So I do Amazon FBA, which is fulfillment by Amazon. So a little background on that is I would say like 90% of the stuff that you guys buy on Amazon that is prime shipping does not come from Amazon. It comes from some motherfucker like me that buys shit cheap and then stores it in our basement, wraps that shit up, and sends it to Amazon warehouse. So I got into that when I was maybe like 17 is when I really got into it, because what I wanted to do was I wanted to start private label products and like import export from China, and I didn't end up doing that right away because it's just too expensive. Like, you need to drop like at least 6K. And it takes time, because if you're going to have something manufactured in China, then they have to send it over. They have to send it over by sea. So you have to, like I said, you have to drop at least $6,000. And it's not even going to get to Amazon for like 3 months. So
Really?
at that time, obviously, like, I'm 17 years old, even up to, when did I start Amazon? Like, really, really start was like, I don't know, like 22, 23. Having like just putting 6,000 away and not being able to utilize it for 3 or so months, that really sucks. So I didn't do it. But I knew that Amazon was something that I really wanted to do. So instead, what I started doing years later was I would go to book sales. I get book sales from the library. I go to book sales at a library, and I'd be getting books for like 50 cents to $1. So I'm not putting up a lot of capital, and I can understand the fundamentals of Amazon FBA, how it works, their fee program, and their reviews, and etc. There's so many things that go into it. All the software that I needed. And like I said, I wasn't having that exponential overhead, and I didn't have to throw out this capital. So I started doing that. I did book sales for, I don't know, maybe like 5 to 7 months. Um, and then after that, I was like, all right, I'm starting to feel comfortable. Let me do other products. So I started going to discount stores such as Marshall, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, and I would start getting products from there. I'd scan them with the software that I had. It would tell me what it's selling for on Amazon, how much it sells, and then I would start packing that shit up and I'd send it to Amazon. From there, I did buy a course.
Hold on 1 second, Jason.
What's good?
Is there like a lawnmower in the background that anyone hears?
Yes,
Yeah.
brother. That's what I'm saying. This guy is like power washing my house right now.
Dang, no, it's you,
Yes.
bro.
Yes, bro.
That's good. That's actually good because I can mute you completely. All right, bless.
Yeah,
Jason,
exactly.
keep talking. That's great, actually. All right.
So,
You're talking about FBA and how like after you went from like books, you're kind of up there and you're like, all right. Like,
oh yeah,
getting
yeah.
big.
So I started going to all those stores, but then I wanted to do wholesale, which was buying from wholesalers, like companies that I could buy one product, 1,000 of them, and send that shit into Amazon. So I think let me just plug my shit in, my charger. What was the first wholesale product that I had? It was like this hummingbird nectar that you would put out on, the
Your windowsill.
no, those bird feeders.
Okay, yeah.
I bought like a case of like, I don't know, like 800 of them, and I think my profit margin on them was somewhere around, I think I was making like $8 a piece profit.
What?
Yeah, it was really nice.
And wait, when was this? Like, what's the time frame of this? Like, when did you first do this first one?
Before you were born.
Yeah.
All right. I see. Like, that's crazy because I'm gonna mute that so you don't have to go power wash on the back.
That's
You
wild.
gotta keep that in there. You gotta keep that in there.
For real.
That shit was spicy.
All right, keep going. Wait, keep going though. When was it?
When did I do my first wholesale order? It was like last summer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. And it's a seasonal product, and I did it. No, it was last summer. It was like August or something like that, because it was at the end of the season, so I wasn't able to participate in selling it for that long because, again, it was seasonal and it started turning to the colder months. So it was end of summer. Since then, I've done some other wholesale products, and I ended up buying a course on it because I wanted to scale. Great course that I bought. I learned so much from it, and I was able to scale more. But since I've bought my house hack, my Amazon business has completely taken a hold, because I know that real estate is going to get me to where I want to be way faster. So that's what I'm focusing on now. But
So how is it like doing real estate? I mean, like, how did you like?
Wait, hold on, because we skipped a bunch of stuff, yeah.
We
So,
did, but
first of all, we need to talk about why did you leave the country for 6 months?
Oh,
Yeah, let's speak about that.
dang. All right. So
Let's not just skip by that.
like I said, I always knew that there was just something else for me out there, and I wanted to do my own thing. And at the time, honestly, I was just like dumb depressed. I had a lot of things going on in my life, and I was gonna go to Thailand first. I was like, oh, let me move to Thailand. Let me take a course online, YouTube University. Let me learn something that I can basically be a digital nomad and just travel and work and make money, but do my own thing in a sense. Then I just started doing some more research, and I was like, nah, let me go to Cambodia instead. So, I don't know if you guys know much about Cambodia, but
I don't know anything about
we
Cambodia.
ain't gonna do a whole thing right now. Do your research.
No.
It's a dope ass
Okay.
place.
Dang, he said read about it.
But it's a very poor country, very very poor. And I also wanted to just understand a different way of life, how other people lived, their food, etc. And I realized that, I knew Khmer, Cambodian, same thing, more Khmer people here. So I was going to go to their country and I wanted to learn a language. So if I was going to go there and I was going to learn to speak Khmer, that at least if I came back, when I came back, that I would be able to still speak it a little bit, whereas Thai, I don't know anyone that speaks Thai. So that was also part of my reasoning. Also, they use the US dollar in Cambodia. Things were cheaper. It was up and coming. At the time that I went, it was like the second fastest growing economy in the world. So they were really on the come up. Come to find out, it's just because China went there and they started taking over, and it's wicked corrupt. But yeah, so I went to Cambodia. I spent like 5 months in Cambodia. I spent some time in Thailand traveling while I was there. Also, like, to make it clear, when I went to Cambodia, I did not start my Amazon business, and that was after I was laid off from my job at Volkswagen. But yeah, so to talk more about Cambodia and like what I did while I was there, how much it costed, etc. I probably saved up, like $6,000 before I went, and then basically this is what had happened. I decided
What
I
had
wanted to
happened
do
was-
it. Yeah, what had happened was I decided that this is what I wanted to do. I was with my friend, and we were at Panera, and I was like, "Yo, I'm moving to Cambodia," and it was an interesting experience. But so I just booked my plane ticket.
What did they say? Hold on. What did they say in the Panera?
They said you are wild, bro.
Yeah, were they saying like, all right, word, like book me a flight too, or were they like, nah, you know what?
They said you're off your rocker.
Yeah.
I don't remember what she said. I just was like, "Shut up! Like, you're wild."
Yeah.
You said you are big tripping right now.
Actually, I think she said you're big tripping.
Nah, because niggas were not saying big at that time. She probably said you were tripping.
No, she was.
You are wicked tripping right now. That's how she
Stop
said it, bro.
playing games with me, man.
Yeah.
No, but that's what happened. So
Yeah.
So anyway,
You're pulling my leg. I'm done.
You're pulling my leg, yeah.
I didn't tell
No.
anyone what I was doing until I bought the plane ticket.
That's real.
So that's
Why?
Because at that point it was real. Before that, it would have been speculation. Oh, you're not going to do it. Blah blah blah.
True.
No, I'm doing it. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it.
Yo, so that actually reminds me real quick, since we talked about J. Cole in that other episode. Like, in the doc, he also said, too, and I resonated with this as well, so, Jason, what you're saying also kind of shows that you would resonate with it. But, yeah, he was saying that he doesn't even like sharing, like, a lot of his ideas and, like, what he plans on doing until it's, like, basically already done. Mm-hmm. Because, like, once you have those little, like, naysayers or whatever, like, that can actually be extremely discouraging. So it's like, I might as well just not even have that energy around me and just stay focused on, like, what I'm trying to do. But
which I resonate with a lot. Like,
yeah, you gotta protect your energy, yo.
And that's another thing, to go back to what I was saying in the beginning of this podcast, was basically like, yo, I don't want people knowing what I'm doing. Like, the people that I trust, that I have in my circle, like you both, I let you guys know what I'm doing, because, you know, we can bounce ideas off of each other and we're gonna motivate each other. But for like the average person, nah, it doesn't work out like that, because people just talk and they bring you down, And even just body language affects you so much. Like when you tell someone something and their reaction, no matter what, subconsciously you're going to be like, dang, they reacted in this way. Am I doing what I should be doing? Is it right? Should I be doing something else? So I don't know. I don't fuck with it in a sense that
Yeah, so that's like the importance of like mastermind groups and all that too, like making sure that you have more so like that power circle around you that's actually gonna push you to do things that are not normal.
yeah,
Like in order to get to where you need to be. But go ahead.
for sure. And that was I think that was also a big struggle for me and part of why I was extremely depressed and why I left like the United States, because I didn't have that group. I didn't have people that I could talk to and they understood what I was going through, like understood what I was going through. So it is what it is. But back to Cambodia. I saved up 6K. I bought the plane ticket. And then I told everyone, yo, I'm leaving in 30 days. So I gave everybody a month. Say goodbye, do whatever, chill, whatever. My plan was to go for 6 months to a year, but realistically it was for a year. I just booked a one-way plane ticket and an Airbnb for 2 nights. That's it. That's all I did. So, yeah. Come time to getting in Cambodia, I got there at, it was like close to midnight. Within the first 5 minutes of leaving the airport, dead body on the side of the road.
Yep. Want to see a dead body?
Wild. So I was like,
I mean, RP.
yeah, for sure. But it was at that point that I said to myself, what the fuck am I doing? Like, it was crazy. Then I get to the Airbnb, which was like an hour, 45-minute ride by tuk-tuk, which is like a wagon pulled by a moped. I get to the Airbnb and my phone was about to die. I was on like 2%. The guy wasn't answering me. I'm in some alley, like dead ass alley. There's just trash everywhere. I wasn't in the best neighborhood, if you want to call it that. I didn't realize.
Damn, you were in the Woonsocket of Cambodia, bro.
In the Woonsocket of Cambodia.
Oh my god, golly, bro. I'm playing.
My whole plan was that I was gonna get there. I was gonna be in the Airbnb, and then I was gonna look for a condo. The 2 first days that I was there, I did plan ahead, and I had a couple places that I want to go see and talk to them. And then I got there, and the first 2 days, I just didn't want to do that. I just walked around for hours, like from sunrise to way past sunset. I just walked around, and it was interesting. I just soaked everything in, and I didn't really know what part of the capital that I wanted to live in yet, because there's like neighborhoods. So I thought I wanted to live somewhere specific, and then I was like, maybe not. But I ended up getting a hotel in that area, and I stayed there for about a week to make my decision. So anyway, I just started. I went to meetups, and mind you,
Meetup.com and all that. You're saying, right?
Nah, it was like Facebook meetups.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not many people there speak English at all.
Sir.
So, I learned the basics very quickly. Very quickly. I had to. And it was an interesting time to be there when I first got there, because everybody was gone on holiday for like 2 weeks.
So that's what they call like vacation outside of the country.
So like English speaking people there, like people like how do I say, like English teachers there, because people are expats. They just go there from other countries. They teach English and they chill and whatever. They were all like basically all gone. It was like the biggest holiday over there at that point in time. I don't know. But so I was there and I was like, nobody out here speaks English. It was very difficult. It was very difficult in the beginning. But anyway, through meeting a lot of people, they told me where and where I shouldn't move. and I decided on a place, and what I was paying there was $500 a month for a condo with a rooftop pool and everything like that. So your money stretches really far over there. And also in the sense for food, I don't think I really paid more than like $4 a meal. I know there was this one place.
My boy was eating biggie bags.
It was like
all day.
What was the name?
I'm playing.
It was like 712 was the name of the restaurant because all the street names are just numbers, and I don't know. They just named the restaurant the name of the number, but everything there was $2. So I went there a lot, and their food was fire. It was so good. So I really spent like $2 a meal, and then like draft of beer, was like 50 cents to $1. So you know, when things are cheap like that, obviously, you know, I had a lot of good fun times. If you had your own place like I did, and it was really nice, you could still live very comfortably off $1,000 a month.
Hold on, I'm about to book a flight right now. No, I'm playing.
If you were to move there and you were to have roommates, I knew a lot of people, what they would do is they'd go there, they'd have like 2 other roommates in this bigger house, and then they would hire a maid and chef, and dude, they'd pay like rent, food, everything. They would pay like $400 a month for everything. So, bro, you could really like get your bag, have passive income, and just go move to another country and live like a king, queen. Like it really be like
royalty.
So when did you decide it was time to come home?
I had some health issues while I was there. So it came time that I wanted to see a doctor back home. I did go while I was there, but it was really expensive. Like I didn't have health insurance. So I came back home, and I was good. I was straight. I just, I wanted to come back and settle that.
And then you decided to stay here instead of going back?
Yeah, so while I was over there, I was learning stuff online. So I'm a huge advocate for YouTube University, and also Udemy. It's like they have like low paid courses on there. So while I was over there, I started learning drop shipping, social media marketing, and I started learning how to code a little bit. Like I said, I wanted to do something myself, have my own business, be able to travel and make money. And then while I was over there, right before I left, I started doing some modeling, and I was acting. I was in the first Cambodian sci-fi movie ever. I don't know the name.
What?
I don't know the name. I can't
Wait, you said it's on Netflix?
It might be.
No, let me pull up my Fire Stick.
It might be. Cambodia, when I was in Cambodia, they had a totally different version of Netflix than was here. Like we had
Netflix.
Yeah. No, it was Netflix. It was Netflix, but they had different stuff. Like I remember I was over there and I binge watched Avatar, The Last Airbender, and I was like posting it on social media, and everyone over here was like, "Yo, Netflix put Avatar, bring it back, whatever." It was interesting. I was like, "Oh, damn, we don't have the same like shows." So that's how I found that out.
No, sir.
But yeah, I tried looking up the movie, but I can't find it. I just can't find it.
Well, we definitely have to find that. Wait,
fun.
how much of a role did you play in this movie? Like main character type thing?
This
Or
man
like...
was a star actor.
No, it wasn't a main character. I had a couple scenes, nothing crazy. I think I had like 3 scenes.
Did you have like lines?
What's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio of Cambodia.
Yeah.
No.
Did you have any lines?
Yeah, I had lines.
Did they pay?
In English?
Yeah, they paid me. They paid me $20.
Hey, that's a bag out there,
though.
Bro, that's like 10 meals. Yeah, what are you talking about?
They paid me 3 meals, and they paid me $20.
Wow.
So my man's got 13 meals from that one, bro, from 3 lines. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what? So okay, and because like time is, we only have 15 minutes. Like that's how tight the schedule I have is. What?
Oh my gosh,
God.
I know, that's how crazy
We're gonna
it
do
is.
this again. I think this whole session is a wrap.
This man is sad.
Damn.
No,
Well, I was
not-
gonna
it's-
say too, because I was gonna ask like when he started coming to the mastermind meetings and all that.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
kind of ask that like now. I mean, you could do it without me, which would kind of
And then-
like,
So
I
and
don't
then
know.
well, we could do this as like the intro to Jay, and then maybe do the actual like deep dive on house hacking next
later.
time.
All right.
Does that
Well,
work?
that works fine with
Yeah,
me. We have
I'm
more
So
time.
then, yeah, that works.
That
So
just-
then they get the intro, and then by the way, we're also gonna ask you about your why for financial independence and all that too, towards the end. So,
All right. Well,
Yeah.
if that's the case, then.
so we're
because I
gonna
wanna
wrap
still
it up,
talk about
guys.
Our updates.
No, I'm playing.
No, because I want to talk about our updates though too, Noah. And with,
But
like,
we need to
15
talk
minutes
about
left,
how he
we
got
don't
to the
have that much time.
mastermind group and all that.
That's facts. But we got to give them content. Yeah, that's true. All right. If that's the case, we're pushing that. We have to push updates next week. Unless we say
Bro,
like 3
how
seconds.
much? Dang,
You know how
really
much
got
time
updates
we
like that
talk,
with that?
bro? You know, well,
That's
yeah,
facts,
we haven't. You know how
That's
much
facts.
times we talk.
Every
I know
time we
you
do
know,
updates, it's like
that
half the
house.
video.
Yeah, it is. It literally is
Yeah.
like 20, 25 minutes, which is good. It's good.
All right.
But let's let Jason cook.
What am I cooking next?
So do you want to rap to them about how like you started coming to the mastermind meetings and all that?
Yeah, so dang, how did that really get started? Like I know I saw you at Finn's Harborside and
You invited me, bro. I was only there for you.
He said,
I don't
"You
fuck with
saw
none of them
me."
there, bro.
He said, "I think you were in the area."
No.
Bro, I will pull up the message. Like
No, but the
it was
first time-
on Facebook.
I think the
Like
first
in the
time-
comment section, you were like, "Yo, come." I only went there one time, bro. I was like, "I'm not coming back." I was like, "I got what I needed." I know that Jason's about like investing and all that. We were talking about real estate, and I was like, "All right, bet. That's all I needed to know." You know what I mean? So then when you left, I commented on your story at one point. I was like, "Yo, so like, I mean, I'll let you like tell this, but
Well, I don't remember.
yeah." And I
You
mentioned
might
it in the
have
first
to.
episode.
You might have to.
It seems like
Dang, you
know
don't
more,
remember, bro?
I remember being there, and I remember having the conversation with you, and we were talking about all that stuff that you just previously mentioned, and the fact that we don't have anyone to really talk to about this stuff. Like the people that we be with, they be doing other stuff, and they're just not really interested in that.
They be on some other is what you're really trying to say.
Yeah. So, basically, it's like, yo, let's link up, let's talk.
Yeah, so we were talking about traveling specifically and investing. You were talking about real estate, and you had specifically said that you were thinking about going to some like real estate conference in Boston and all that. And I was like, all right, yo, so this kid is like actually
Which
really
I
about
did,
it.
I did go to. That was a
Yeah.
what was his name? Basically, like he had this course and he had all these teachers and whatnot. But his whole like fundamental thing was like flipping houses. But he had this strategy for people starting off. It was flip, hold. So he has people. He has a big network. They'll fund your deal, and you get started in real estate. It was definitely kind of like a scam, whatever you want to call it.
He's one of them gurus that be taxing
Yeah,
like
he's a
tens of
guru.
thousands of dollars.
Yeah, so you had to pay.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm just assuming from what you
Yeah,
said. I
it
don't
was
know.
like
You had to pay.
tens of thousands of dollars. And what that will do is you'll fly out to LA for a week.
and learn everything that you could have got from just one Bigger Pockets book.
Basically. But he takes you to a house and he takes you to a couple houses, but during that time it would be no, you go on this RV, bro. You go on this RV and he takes you around to houses that it's currently being worked on and goes over the pricing of how to fix it, what to do, what not to do. This whole thing. But it was tens of thousands of dollars. I was like, yo.
Yeah,
I
so
don't have
everything that we
$10,000
just did this morning, but like we did it for free.
Exactly.
$3.99.
So
You gotta speak about them to what you did this morning too, because they don't know.
No, bro. We don't need to speak about it. Y'all need to check the
know,
IG story. No, I'm playing.
That's facts though. That's facts.
well, we could
But they're gonna see this like weeks later.
We could
But
just
if
speak
you was a
about it
real
in
Yeah,
one,
that's-
you would have
episode.
peeped on the IG story. Stop playing with us.
All right.
We'll just speak
Yeah.
about it in the next episode.
Yes,
That's
sir.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But yeah, so then when you were traveling, I had hit you up. I commented on one of your stories, and I was like, "Yo, so like, how are you doing this right now? Basically, like, how are you able to afford this? Like, do you actually plan on coming back?" And yeah, you were giving game on like different ways that you can make money, while outside of the country, and you were talking about the speaking English and like the digital. Teaching English. Yeah, teaching English and the digital nomad stuff and all that. And then I was like, yo, when you come back, we should definitely link up and talk about all this stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then I think when you came back, I don't remember if you hit me up or if I just realized that you were back or whatever. But yeah, we connected.
I think I hit you up. I think I did.
Yeah, you probably hit me up.
Because I know that a big thing for me when I came back, I was even more depressed than I was before I left. Because
Yeah, you were saying that.
it's a very different way of life, living there and living here. And I had a really good time over there. And I was able to be myself, and everyone accepted me for who I was. And I was shown a lot of love. So when I came back, it was when I came back, it was winter. And I have that sad...
Seasonal depression?
Yeah, bro. When it gets cold out, my body hurts and aches, especially from like, even my knee from my ACL. And bro, I'm
Dang, Joel, that's
I'm
about to be
sad.
Bro, stop playing games.
I'm
I'm
sad.
doing straight PT forever. I'm doing PT forever, bro.
Capital S-A-D exclamation.
The question I have
Dang, bro. Shout out to Triple X, yeah.
Question I have then for you before we end this, because we're gonna have to end it kind of early, is what do you like? Do you think that?
Yo, so what I was gonna ask you was
Why? Like this is I'm ending it right now, bro.
no, but that's what I was gonna ask him. I was gonna ask him about his why. But go ahead, Joel.
No, bro, no, not why. But actually, we should ask him.
You
want to
ask what?
After. What exactly? No,
You want to ask who or how?
I was gonna ask when. To be honest. No, listen. Do you think that the way that you think impacted like you wanting to leave? Because me and Noah talk a lot
Like
about
on some
isolation.
ENFP type.
No,
absolutely.
but more like you like the way you think, because it's so isolating that you think this certain way, that you have like this different mindset. You're not trying to work. Like work is exhausting and makes you feel worse. That you want to leave. Like you think that's like more of a motivating factor for you to want to get out of here.
Wait, can we talk about how Joel is projecting his feelings onto everyone?
A little
If y'all
bit.
remember
A
the
little
first
bit.
episode,
A little bit.
Isn't it just souls only? No, that's actually real though. That's actually real.
No, that's
But
so
go ahead,
bad.
Jay,
That's
my
kind of
fault.
bags. That's kind of bags.
Did that play a factor?
You said yeah. You
Yeah.
actually answered that a little bit earlier.
But I thought about it more, and it definitely did.
That's the answer. All right, I thought it was gonna be a longer question, so we might. No.
He said
No,
yes,
yo,
sir.
ask him
He
the
kept
why.
it moving.
No, ask him the why question, bro.
Dang, bro, you didn't want to ask him?
It's
You
gonna
want me to
get
ask?
real dark.
Yeah,
It's gonna get
ask him,
real
bro,
dark
ask
him.
real
Yeah.
quick.
So my question for you, my boy, is what is your why for financial independence?
So
Like, why are you really trying to go about it as hard as you do? Pause.
yes. So obviously, like, if you don't know what your why is, figure out your why. But it's just like what motivates you, and the reason that I want to be financially free, and why I will be, and why I will retire in 5 years from
Yes,
now,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
is ready for it, to fund my depressive lifestyle. I'm depressed. It is what it is. I have depression, and some days I wake up and I just want to watch Naruto and eat ice cream, and that's it, because I'm sad. So I don't want to have to wake up and go to work for someone else to make them money. That's not what I want to do. So, like I said, if I want to spend a week on the couch watching TV because that's what I feel is going to make me feel better, or just the fact because I can't get off the couch. I can't go outside the house because I'm upset with things. And that's it, bro.
See, so this is why we don't work for money and we let money work for us, so we can
But no,
actually
look,
afford to do that.
For real though, like when I first came to the mastermind meetings and Jason told me his reason why, I was like, Yeah.
You said, golly, bro.
Bro, I was like, yeah. Bro. I was like, cause think of like that, like you think like the reasoning has to be something like because I want to become this or I want to set these goals.
It doesn't have to.
Nah, it can literally be because you don't want to do anything.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And I do like telling people my why. I mean, it's like I said, it's kind of dark, but it's real. And I will always keep it a wrap 100. If you don't like what I say, that is what it is. But I'm going to tell you how I feel and what I think. Always. Always. Maybe that is just how I was raised, or maybe it's the fact that I'm a Scorpio.
Or maybe it's some ENFP.
No, it's just a joke for anyone that follows astrology out there. We savages. But
Dang, that went over my head, bro.
Yeah,
Wait,
bro.
isn't your favorite rapper Aubrey Graham a Scorpio?
He said Aubrey Graham, bro.
Drizzy Drake.
Aubrey.
That's why he made the Scorpion album, right?
Is that really why?
Don't ever say that ever again. I despise that man.
Why?
Dang.
Now
Bro, we're gonna talk about this on the pod.
Next episode.
Yeah.
Next episode.
Stay tuned.
That man's
Right.
is a fraud.
All right, I do want to kind of like do a little mini update for me and Noah. So, quick update from my side. My ACL is torn. I will need surgery very soon.
Yeah, he
Second
got crossed up by a lot.
All right, hey. Yeah,
So-
you know that's getting muted too. Just
Yeah, I'm getting muted all over, bro. This is crazy.
Just because I'm not trying to get any miscommunication.
Wait until I learn how to edit, bro. Wait until I learn how to edit.
Yeah. I'm never gonna.
Well, nah, I'll take this one.
I'm never. Don't worry. But for real though, might need surgery potentially. I don't even care right now.
If you
But I am
tore it,
trying to
you
strengthen
need
my
surgery.
ACL. Yeah, so I
Can't
need.
I'm 99% positive you can't strengthen your ACL.
No, but you can strengthen it before surgery. Not your ACL, but your leg before surgery.
Yeah, the muscles around
And
it.
that's so that's what I'm trying to do right now, so I can reduce what is it? Healing
the
time, whatever.
intensity of your PT.
Yeah, hold on one second. Let me put this in.
Bro,
And then
professional. Nah,
facts. When it comes to rental arbitrage, though, I reached out to I think like 6 or 7 people this week, and the amount of scammers on the market, like I don't know why. This is why I can't be looking on Craigslist, but it's the easiest way to get there. But what I will say is that this dude, Eli, actually put me onto a cool method, which is kind of like a little bit sketchy, like a little bit invasion of privacy. But I've been looking up property owners' names from property records. So I'll be on like the work property records, look up someone's property address. You can see like who bought the property. It's public knowledge. Take that information, put it into white pages, find the person's contact, and then call them and ask them about
and
the
pull
property.
up with stakes.
Exactly, and say you better. Like when am I good to come in? When am I good to move in?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I've done that with a few properties. Not really. It's kind of hard because sometimes they're under like a realtor, and it's not like you're not getting the landlord directly. But I do have one actually promising lead. I hope it's not a scam. I don't think it is, but it's for a property in Newport. They say they want to rent it out for $2,500 to $2,800, which sounds like a reasonable price. And I'm gonna meet with them sometime in June or July-ish. Probably not July, to be honest. Probably June, and then figure that out. So I'm souped about that. More updates to come about my ACL and about my whatever. But if I have to get surgery, it is what it is, to be honest. All right, you're up, Noah.
You said I could rap?
Before you throw it to Noah, you should come to that real estate meeting that we have and talk
The one on Thursday.
Yeah, and talk about what you're trying to do.
I do want to. I was talking to Noah about it. I wanna go there, even though you can't be. You have to be 21, bro. I'm just gonna try to just walk in.
No, I said that they didn't ID anyone anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I look like I'm 21, right? So
Wait, why you have to be 21? I'm confused.
Smoke.
Oh, that kid Justin's 19.
Yeah.
That's crazy then.
That's
There's
what
a
I was saying. They're
19-year-old
not
kid there,
IDing
bro.
anyone anyways.
Yeah.
That
So
makes me so annoyed.
you can
Alright.
order a whole drink, bro.
Really?
A whole
Actually?
apple teeny.
All right, I might have to try that. All right, Noah, your turn for updates though.
All right, so now I can actually rap.
Now you can rap, yeah.
All right, So I'm gonna just do.
All right, thank you guys for joining on the Wealth is Health podcast. We'll join you on the next episode when Noah might actually say. I'm messing.
So, anyways, the kid still hasn't closed yet. This is crazy. I was actually supposed to close on my property yesterday.
You were supposed to be in your property right now recording this.
Yeah, bro. I was supposed to be recording this in my property. I was gonna give y'all a whole tour and everything, but they won't let me be great, apparently. So I think I told y'all last week about the Rhode Island housing thing, how they were tripping. Like, basically, they were saying that I was on some tax evasion type. And I'm like, bro, don't get me wrong. Like, I have a couple coins, but I don't have enough. I do not make enough to be evading taxes like that. You know what I mean? But, yeah, so that finally got handled. But then the sellers didn't do the smoke certification for the property, which basically means that, like, everything is up to code in terms of, like, fire safety and all that. They didn't get that done, which I don't know how they did not get that done after all this time. But that's essentially what I'm waiting on right now. And the thing is, like, I'm not even going to have a closing date set until they get that handled. So I have no idea when I'm closing. And I took all this vacation time thinking that this is going to be my time to actually, like, furnish my apartment and get everything, like, cleaned up and all that and move in. So I don't know when that's happening now. So basically, I'm still a broke boy.
Yeah, tough. So thank you everyone for joining into this episode of the West South Podcast. Next episode, we'll probably just have Jason back here again to more explain really like what he's doing right now, the property he's in, his location, how he picked.
To more explain, we didn't even start it, bro.
Yeah, bro. I feel
Just
like
to start explaining.
we didn't even get into it.
I feel like I didn't even give a proper intro to myself.
You
I
really
didn't even
didn't, to be
talk.
honest.
Yeah.
Well, you can clear up
half
some
the
of that
time.
stuff at the beginning next time.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
And if there's any questions that anyone has, feel free to throw them out there, and I'll have them answered next week.
But for real though, if you want to hear about Jason's tenants and how trash they are, and the crazy stuff that's happened in his property, were. Then tune into next.
We're talking about when
episode.
house hacking goes wrong.
Yeah.
When house
We're
hacking
just
goes
kidding.
terribly.
Where exactly.
Nightmares.
It's not that bad. But we'll see you on the next week's episode of the podcast.
Wait.
No,
bro, you're not gonna tell him. You're not
stopped the
gonna give him.
recording.
What is it? The call to action,
Oh yeah,
bro. Y'all gotta like, subscribe, all
Oh,
that.
yeah. Like I mean, I always put a little banner up next to your head, yo. Just
Nah.
let 'em know.
Cause some people. Why is it over my head, yo?
I don't know, I just-
What's that like?
works out.
Monsters Inc. When Mike Wazowski was mad excited to be on the cover, and they just had a fucking thing right over. That barcode was over his head.
Like, come on, bro. He put it over my face, yo. Watch. But I'm saying, like, cause some of the people are just listening, like they're
Yeah,
listened to on
true.
Spotify. So
Oh, we got Spotify viewers out here.
that's
yes,
what
sir.
podcast is mainly on.
Apple
Yeah, that's
Podcasts.
true.
Do we have stuff on there?
That's true.
Yeah, we do. Apple almost basically everything. It's like Apple,
Very
Google,
true.
Google Play
Google Play.
for all the Android
Podcast.
users out there. Shout out to y'all. You know what I mean?
All right, but what's our call to action?
So yeah, make sure y'all like, subscribe, leave a comment, hit the notification bell. You dig? Do we have a question for them?
Yeah, bro. If you could move to any country for 6 months, what country would that
Oh, dude,
Ooh,
that's
that's a
dope.
good one.
That's great.
that's a
Did you
good
just
one.
think
I
about
like
that
that.
during this call?
be? Just now.
Oh.
Just now.
Sir,
just
that's
now.
on the spot.
That is
I
good.
mean, quick
I
freestyle.
like that.
Quick
Exactly.
I like
Come
that. I like that.
But let us
I'm
know, let
interested
us
to hear
know.
that. I'm very interested.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we will catch you on the next week's episode of Wellness Health Podcast.
Peace.
Later.